It's
Uh,
it's been a day, man. Like I
yeah.
I I just got out of manual labor because we have to record this.
Uh-huh.
Um
Wait,
when
define manual labor.
Oh, really easy manual labor. I would have had to drive my truck around back because you
Nah.
saw the backhoe that
Yeah.
it is on long-term lease. We're not really paying for it. We're housing it because the person who owns it doesn't have a place to put it at the moment, and they
Yeah.
told us that like we can use it all we want as long as we keep fuel in it.
Yeah.
That's all they cared about was
Just
just
keep
don't.
it gassed up. Don't destroy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all good.
So, the problem is like whoever had it before, like didn't do a very good job with it. Like they were supposed to rebuild part of it, and they
Yeah.
did, but they didn't tighten any of the seals up. So like it's been leaking oil like a motherfucker, and
Ugh.
we think that we found all the oil leaks. So he's got to fill it up,
Yeah.
but there's a whole thing to that of you fill it with a 5 gallon bucket. All right, and the hole is the size of a normal oil hole. Like so, we have my funnel from my truck, which is why I drive. Part of why I drive my truck around back. The other part is, it. I mean, it's old. It's like an '80s model, Bobcat. So it's seen better days. Um, so like sometimes it doesn't want to start, so I park my truck right up against it in case I have to jump it, because my truck will jump start it.
Yeah.
Luckily, my cousin is at the house. So, well, my cousin's husband, technically, whatever. My cousin in law is at the house, so he's just going to help dad with it real quick. It doesn't take but a second. It's just very difficult to do alone
Yeah.
because there's nowhere to stand on that thing properly to pour oil. Like that, it's just, you got to stand on like the essentially the metal arm that holds the front bucket. Kind of pain in the ass. But at least the sun's gone down, so it's not 1,000 fucking degrees like when we did it the other day and the sun was right
God.
over our heads. Dude, I had to
Heck
take
yeah.
dude, no joke, it was so hot. I had to take a towel and put it on the metal to put my hand on so that I could balance myself because it was just so hot I couldn't touch it barehanded.
Uh,
Yeah. So I guess that's the first story of the podcast because I started recording part like into the beginning of the story.
yeah.
Gerbil's gonna edit this later. He's uh, he's out on a date night with his soon-to-be wife, um, which I understand. Like throughout all the stress of planning a wedding, you have to take a date night occasionally, or you might kill each other. All right, you
Yeah.
never know. From everything, because I didn't really plan my wedding when I had one. It was like, do you want to do this? I don't. I really don't care. Do you want to do this? Listen, I could not care less. But what about? No, I don't care. I don't care. So that's how mine went. Um,
Yeah.
where his is it's a lot more elaborate than mine was too. Like he's actually having like an actual fucking wedding, not a family get together with a couple of I do's. Like they're actually, it's not going to be. I got one thing. I was like, listen, it can't be a half hour fucking ceremony. I can't stand to do it. Like that was the one deal breaker for best man. I was like, if it's a
Yeah.
half hour ceremony, I'm gonna be real, like, right pissed off.
Hmm.
All right. And I also said that I wouldn't go if it was in a church. So there's also
Hey, you're
that.
not a big fan of churches.
No, I'm really not. I'm not a fan of these southern churches, is what I've noticed.
Okay.
Northern churches are very beautiful architecturally, where southern churches are just big spires. Like
How
they,
big a steeple can you put in? How big of a
yeah,
lampshade
it's just
can you
like
put in?
we're gonna put in a steeple and a bell. There you fucking go, guys. Yeah. Where up north, it's more of that like Gothic architecture that you're used to, like Roman Catholic type stuff, which I think is very beautiful. I will go to one of those churches because they're very beautiful in my opinion. Um, but that they're also full of some real sick metal imagery. Jesus crucified, covered in blood. You don't get that in these southern churches. They're not all about that shit. I don't know. Oh, oh shit. There's all kinds of noise coming from my living room. Oh well. So I don't know what episode number this is. I'm gonna give the official intro now because I've been real bad about getting way too into the episode before doing the intro. So welcome to the Swear Jar. I, as usual, am Jazz. I have the only perfect record of the. No, Dooms, you've been on every episode as well. Dooms, my
Yep.
my co-host, has a perfect record. Has been on every episode of the podcast. We have already mentioned that Le Gerbal is not here tonight, but
Yep.
we do get Cheese for this week because
Hey,
he's about to go out of town for how long are you going out of town, dude?
I'm gonna be out of town for about 10 days.
Hell yeah! And you don't have to go too into detail because I know you like to keep some of this shit private. But what you doing? Where you going? Like,
Oh, I'm just gonna go back home to Wisconsin for my mom's 60th bash.
ooh, you gonna get wasted with your mom?
I'm gonna get wasted with my mom.
Oh yeah. Is your mom like my mom when she gets drunk and really like kind of loud and lovey?
Yeah, my mom drinks a lot though.
Oh, my mom does not drink a lot.
Yeah, like my mom drinks a lot more. Like she'll have one of those like, little small coolers of just sweet and sour whiskeys. Just a whole cooler, and she'll have the whole thing.
Oh my god. Oh yeah,
Like she's
no.
a badass drinker. She's a badass drinker. Man, I've seen her on what is that when we went rafting one time up north. She just carried that thing with her, and she just drank the whole thing, the whole river.
Oh my god. No. My mom has like 2 beers and she's, getting swifty. All right,
Last
like
last family vacation, she started drinking at noon, didn't quit till about around 11.
damn. That's a me kind of day.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. All right, so we're doing this episode, right after July 4th. Cheese, did you do anything for July 4th?
I streamed.
You streamed, Dooms.
hey.
I streamed,
I played some
and,
cards with him.
and Dooms came over, we played some cards and played some arena. Joined me on my stream for the beginning of the ending of it.
Yep.
Sorry. That's cool. Was that Sunday night? I'm assuming for the actual 4th.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I should have fucking come over. Because Sunday we didn't really do shit, but I
Oh, I
was
didn't know what you were doing.
surrounded by fireworks, and I mean surrounded. I went outside to smoke a cigarette and could not hear like a video I was watching on my phone because there was so many fireworks going off around me so consistently. When I walked
Yeah.
inside, I was like, it legit sounds like I'm in a war zone outside. I wasn't upset about it, but especially after today, because we definitely made it sound like a war zone today. Like, we had a hell of a day today. So, Cheese, you weren't part of our like in-person activities for the day, and neither was Gerbil, and he'll be listening to this later. So, Gerbil, I'm sorry. I know you don't care about missing what we did. Honestly, you're not as into it as I am. We went to Bud's. Do you, Cheese? You know Daniel, right?
And
Daniel, the blonde, chubby kid at Food City.
oh yeah. Okay.
The one who always made his character Solaris, who tried to.
The D&D
3D printer guy.
I'm about to say, I forgot you played D&D with him.
Yeah.
So he came over the other night for 4th of July. He had bought a new 9mm pistol. So we all went out back and we shot it because as you do in my family, we shoot guns. So we shot it, blah, blah, blah. It was a lot of fun. We were all talking about Marky Mark, who is a listener to the podcast, and if we can get him situated on Discord one night, he might be joining us. Same with Daniel, might be joining us for an episode in the future. Don't know yet. Haven't planned that far ahead. Just being honest, it's kind of how we are. But so we shot guns, and then today we decided to meet up over at Bud's, which is a local gun store, to look around. I could not find something worth spending the money on that at least in the amount of money that I had. We'll put it that way. So I just said fuck it and ended up buying 500 rounds of 9mm ammo for me. Everybody bought ammo, and Daniel bought a new rifle today as well. So we came back to the
Not
house.
a bad little rifle.
No, not a bad little rifle. I don't know what he paid for it. I'd say if he paid more than probably 500, he paid too much.
Probably.
But I really want a shotgun. The problem is, like, I was doing some looking on online. I'm gonna have a hard time getting the one I want. So I think I'm just gonna get an AR, because ARs are a dime a dozen. You can kind of get it kitted however you want and whatever ammo you want. So yeah, I think I'll just end up with a new AR-15. Just be happy.
There you go.
Once I get it though, like, Cheese, I want you to come shoot with us. Like, you shoot so much on video games. Shoot it. Even Doom's shot today. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not often that he does. It has to be. Here's the thing I've learned about Lewis when it comes to shooting guns. It has to be a rifle, because he doesn't particularly care for handguns. And I've figured out, like, I think I know why more than he might know why. And I think it's because of how big your fucking hands are.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm right. Yeah.
That's part of it. The other part of it is with a rifle, I could actually somewhat try to actually post up a bit, so I could actually make it more stable to shoot from.
Yeah.
Because my hands are not exactly the most stable on the planet.
Yeah. Which makes sense on why you don't want to shoot a handgun as much. So, like, and the other thing to get him to shoot a gun is it has to be, like, one he's either not seen before or not shot before. All right, like, once he's done it, he's like, "Nah, I've already done it. Why do I don't need to do it again? I've already done it once." But if he's never done it before, like, never shot that kind of weapon, he's like, "Well, if the option is available and presented, I need to go ahead and take it now, because I don't know when or if the option will be presented again." Is that pretty much your logic on that one as well?
Well, no, I don't mind shooting different weapons that I've already shot before. It's one of those. It's a matter of do I actually have a little bit of confidence in that category or not? Like, even out of the 15 rounds that I shot out of Daniels, I think I got about 7 of them actually about where I wanted to, so about half the clip. So I was kind of happy with that.
Oh, I mean, after the first shot for me, I was pretty happy with everything I shot. Everything that after that was center body mass. Like, even the first shot was technically center body mass. From the first shot to my last shot, each clip would have hit all chest shots.
I think I only had a couple of stragglers that I would have considered that I wasn't really too happy with.
Yeah, and I mean the same
That's
way
because
with.
I let my eye float around.
Yeah.
Mess up where I actually had it.
Oh, dude, at the end, like the last clip I dropped out of my handgun, I had such a fucking hard time seeing. Like, because my eyelids sweat, all right? I don't know if anybody else has their eyelids, specifically, like, their eyelids and eyebrow areas sweats more than like, my forehead does.
I was going to say, have you seen how broad my forehead area is?
No, because, like, well, yeah, I know how big your forehead is, motherfucker. But, like, I can wipe my forehead and it be dry, but wipe my eyes and then be soaked from sweat.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I get that from my father. He's the same way. But I had a hard time seeing, but I was still hitting more or less where I wanted to. I wasn't upset with my shots.
Man,
Uh, Now then, that fucking revolver, did you shoot it?
nope.
Oh, dude, it was fun. I didn't want. He told me how hard it was for him to get ammo for it, so I wanted to let Mark
That
shoot
was
it.
kind of the reason I was just like, eh.
Yeah, like they kind of have a little bit more, leniency with me, you know. So I kind of get away with a bit more with them, which I'm going to talk about something else that I've been super fucking excited about. Cheese, guess what?
What's up, bud?
I got to ride my motorcycle.
Congrats.
And guess what else? It
What?
is most fucking definitely too goddamn loud to ride into your neighborhood.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, no. No matter what the plan is, like, I'm gonna have to drive my truck over there, which is unfortunate. It's one of those things like Dooms. You haven't been over here when I've started it, but like, it's probably louder than Dad's bike, honestly.
Like, depending upon what day and time that you do it by, I might hear you as you come down Shiloh.
Oh, you will you could definitely hear me coming down Shiloh. I will promise you can hear me. All right. As long as you're sitting outside, you will hear me probably until I get to like the hill
The
on
end of
Roberts.
Roberts.
No,
Yeah.
at least the hill, if not the bottom. Like depending on how I'm riding it. And coming
Yeah.
up the hill, you would definitely hear me.
Oh yeah.
Like that thing, it purrs so nicely. Oh, you know what? Cheese, I do have something that you're more interested in coming up soon. My niece likes to shoot bows. So I'm going to
Ooh.
get, and she's left-handed. So I'm going to get me an adult's left-handed bow with I'm probably going to have to get it adjustable on the pounds for the pull. I don't know if they have adjustable ones. If they do, I'm going to do it. If they don't, I'm going to end up getting two because I want at least 120-pound pull for mine.
Oh yeah. Well, let me
but-
know when you do because I'll like to take a look at one too.
Yeah, well, when I go do that, I'll probably go over to the Bass Pro Shop. I'll just hit you up and have you come with me. Like,
We can do that.
I mean, because I know you're more into bows than you are guns, and I don't understand why.
I think it's just more fun. It's more fun in my eyes.
It's less recoil.
You know what's bad is like to me, I don't find either more fun. Like I like shooting bows just as much as I like shooting guns, just as much as I liked shooting off the fireworks the other night. Like all of that's a pretty even level of enjoyment for me. Just like that type of, I guess, just weapons and make me happy. I
Yeah.
don't know. I really don't know.
I wouldn't say you're warmonger territory, but hey, you.
Oh, you just reminded me of something completely off subject from what we're even talking about.
I have a habit of doing that with people.
So, have you seen have either of you seen the ads for the Dynasty Warriors movie on Netflix?
Okay, I'm kind of interested / terrified now.
So there is a live action Dynasty Warriors movie that was put on Netflix. I'm not sure how long ago. I know it was pretty recent. And Gavin found it today. And so he was
Okay.
like, "Daddy, can I watch this?" And I was like, "I don't think you really should. It's probably going to be super gory." And he's like, "But I want to watch it." And I went,
Gory? Nay.
"No, it was. It was because I watched some of it with him, and as long as you can deal with the fact that it is definitely a movie shot in Chinese, or I think it's Mandarin Chinese. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And then they have English dub.
It's
So
China.
yeah.
Chinese.
Well, there's multiple different types of Chinese traditional.
Well, I'm reading it right now. That's one.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
You know, everything's in mainland of China.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell you the
So the-
language. Mandarin Chinese is a language. Yeah. So it follows, like, the best way I can explain it is that it follows Cao Cao, or Cao Cao, I guess is how they pronounce it.
I mean, I've heard it said both ways.
Yeah, but it follows him as, like, from what I've seen, because I didn't start at the beginning of the movie. I didn't even know he was actually watching it because I didn't think he was going to start it. It basically
They
follows.
also have Cantonese and Thai and
Yeah.
Mandarin.
It follows him, and, like, not to spoil any part of the movie, but it's basically meant to be the first part of the game where you see Hulao Gate, you
A lot of memories there.
yeah, you get to see
In
Lu Bu
play.
fight, you get to see Lu Bu and Dao Chan meet, but it basically just follows Dong Zhou and, like, how they're trying to kill him. And, like, Yuan Shao's there, and most of them look pretty good and pretty accurate. Guan Yu bothers me a little bit, but I'm okay with it. And so does Zhang Fei. And I'm gonna tell you why Zhang Fei bothers me. And it's because the character, the actor who plays Zhang Fei is very much so obviously not a fat person, and they give him, like, a fake fat belly that just doesn't look good. All right, like, the rest of his character I'm okay with, but the fake beer gut, just, I have a heavy issue with on how they did it, or how
Maybe
it
he was
looked.
not willing to make that sort of quote unquote sacrifice to be in character.
Yeah, it's just they should have just let him be skinny, you know. But the action is just as, like, over the top as you would expect. They definitely had a pretty good VFX budget. Like, holy shit. They explain away them having their, like, Musu mode attacks. And the explanation they give, I'm okay with. All right, I'm going to allow it. Like, it works well enough with the lore of the games and, like, real
You got me
life.
curious to watch it later.
Yeah, it's.
I already did that with Record of Ragnarok after you guys were talking about it.
Oh
it was
yeah, how'd you
fucking
like Record of
good.
Ragnarok?
It was pretty good.
That fucking ending was awesome. Loved
Yeah.
it.
Dude, don't you love how just over the top it all is?
I
Alright.
mean, I'm kind of used to that with just anime in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the movie is. Like, I really like the when they get to the Hulao Gate part, because they mention Hulao Gate. Just know that that's, like, it's a bit of a drawn out, like, holy shit, it doesn't need to take 15 minutes for this to happen, but it's a pretty good payoff. Like,
I'm
the-
reminded of you complaining about the fight in Record of Ragnarok of Zeus versus Adam, and you're just like, that doesn't make sense considering how many episodes this fight was.
yeah, dude, doesn't that bother you? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all. You have to understand your conception of time is a little bit different in anime. It's about like D&D conception time.
I know.
It's the only time I questioned it when they were like, all right, 10,000ths of a second. Come on, guys, really?
Oh yeah, the punches.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were like 0.000. It's like, come on, dude. I get it. I still have a problem with Adam losing that match.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't.
Adam should have won. Adam should have won.
I don't, only for the simple fact of I think that's within the right of the limitations of a person.
No, I mean, I get
he-
why it happened. I just think they should have given it to him because he died on his feet and Zeus fell on his ass.
I mean, Zeus even admitted after the fight, he's just like, if it would have been a battle of endurance, Adam
Yeah.
sure as hell would have won.
Yep.
I also don't I get it, but I
How-
don't like how they die forever at that point. Like, then their soul is gone.
Well, I mean, they have to give it some sort of like.
I know.
No, I almost cried on that moment of that fight. That
What?
fight was pretty touchy.
What? What did you just say?
I said that fight. I almost cried during
You
that
almost-
fight.
You
You have
almost
emotion?
showed emotion
Almost.
to a show?
Like that was actually pretty good. Like, the way they did Adam
What?
at the end, the way they did his story at the end was just so like, wow, that's just hardcore.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
was kind of questioning it when they had all the people from God, I can't remember his name. Lubu from his
Oh,
army.
why did they have
afterwards.
Liu Bei and Guan Yu and Zhang Fei there? Like, it should
Well, I
have
mean,
been
they
Gao
are the three
Chan.
heroes of Shu, so. And it was the whole, like, as a whole. I mean, they were very important as far as the war was actually concerned.
Yeah. Talking a lot about Dynasty Warriors now, all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, it's no different than the, I forget who the third person that they had up was. I mean, you saw all the people that was from his life that were there in the crowds.
Oh, yeah. The world's greatest loser. I can't remember his name. But it was one of the Asian
Yeah.
samurais. The
Yeah,
Chinese samurai.
that guy. That was a pretty funny story you had. I laughed.
I really
about
liked
that.
it. Was just like, he's already been killed 1,000 times by Poseidon, but they haven't moved yet. Yes,
Yeah,
but they're all in
exactly.
his
Something like that.
mind. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, this
I
guy's gonna
mean,
sit here and do this shit.
Considering who's in this call with you, you really doubt that?
Yeah. Like, it's just, it was good, but
I immediately almost turned it off when he first like died in his little.
oh yeah, in
beginning
his
match.
head, and then it
In his
cut
head.
out.
Yeah, I was about to throw the controller. I was like, "You motherfuckers!" I was gonna be done with this show. 3 people dead.
Like, anyways, so staying on.
Hold on, pause.
Staying on topic here.
No, pause for a sec, because my recording just like freaked out.
Oh, I wonder if it did when you went to watch stream.
Yeah, I think it did because I canceled out the stream. So I'm just not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Probably because of like obvious things. But now I'm going to have 2 files to send to Gerbil. Oh man.
He'll get over it.
Yeah, he will.
But yeah, they were offering the ability to do the trial thing for it for free.
Yeah. What is today? Today is 7/6. Yes. All right, cool. I'm gonna
Time for the
apologize,
holidays?
Gerbil. Oh yeah, I know. I was about to start doing the holidays, and that's part of why I freaked out. Because it's time for daily holidays. Actually, I had something else I wanted to bring
Daily.
up, but I'm going to bring that up afterwards.
Okay.
So today, or tomorrow, Wednesday, July 7th, World Chocolate Day. All about it. Get you some chocolate tomorrow. This is fucking hilarious. This is really fucking funny. Thursday, July 8th, National Video Game Day. But you want to know what else it is? National Chocolate with Almonds Day. So Wednesday you get chocolate, Thursday you get chocolate with almonds. Don't forget those almonds, kids. The fuck is with all this shit? Friday, July 9th, National Sugar Cookie Day. Are we trying to rot people's teeth out in July? Is that the plan for July?
Dentists need their money too.
I mean, it doesn't even stop there. Saturday, July 10th, National Pina Colada Day.
National
All right.
Pina Colada Day.
Yeah, all right. Like Sunday, July 11th, National Mojito Day. All right, like there we go. More bad shit. Oh my god. So, Monday, July 12th, Gerbil's birthday. Besides that,
national holiday, but
no. National Eat Your Jello Day. National Pecan Pie Day.
Ooh, I'd
National.
have a piece of pecan pie.
Okay, what the fuck? National Simplicity Day. I have to look into this one. Hold on. It's time to get back to basics and celebrate National Simplicity Day on July 12th. The holiday falls on this date every year in honor of the birth of Henry David Thoreau, who was born on this day in 1817. So read on for some modern day tips on how to celebrate. Oh, what the fuck? Alright. And then Tuesday, July 13th, National French Fry Day. See? Rotten your fucking teeth out. Alright? Like, I'm okay with it, but damn.
Yeah.
So, there was something else I wanted to bring up. Either of you guys read about the shootout up in where the fuck was it? Massachusetts?
No. I don't
Yeah.
even know
So there was
those are big.
an hours-long standoff. I'm reading a little bit online. It was on a freeway. It was 11 people shooting at cops. I-95. It happened at
fuck?
it happened at 2 a.m. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know the whole story. Hold on. Let me read on here. Blah, 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 blah. They were heading to Maine from Rhode Island for quote unquote training. I guess it was an anti like government group type thing. All right, hold on. All 11 men were charged with 8 counts of unlawful possessions of a firearm, unlawful possession of ammunition, use of body armor in commission of a crime, possession of a high-capacity magazine, improper storage of firearms in a vehicle, and conspiracy to commit a crime. It refers to itself as a militia and state that they adhere to Moorish sovereign ideology. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Just what we need. Crazy people with guns. This is why, like, the sane people need guns. Right here. That's why we need more normal people with guns. Just to get rid of the crazy people with guns. I had one more thing I wanted to talk about, but it's more of just something that blew my mind because I saw it. Did you know that in 1958, Ford put out a prototype for a mid. How should I even word this? Like, I'm trying to find the way it's worded here. A miniature to small sized nuclear reactor. The Ford Nucleon. Yeah, hold on. Download image. Let me just post this shit up in our in the general chat here so y'all can see.
Oh, okay.
So that right there. Now then, obviously that's like a toy car sized model. But
Yeah.
that's what they designed it to look like. And for anybody
it's
online, you can literally
aerodynamics is garbage.
yeah, it was about the length and width of a pickup truck.
Did they project any speeds that it would reach up to?
No, but they projected about 5,000 miles between fueling stops. The problem is getting a nuclear reactor to be that fucking small. Like, small enough to fit into a car and not kill anybody.
How much explosives would you have to apply to that to make a really bad bomb?
Not much. I mean, let's be realistic
cars are
here.
fragile anyways.
That's a dirty bomb right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how long this podcast has gone on because of the, well, I'm gonna be honest with the audience, the fuck up and splitting your recordings and shit happened. Alright, I hit a button,
Yeah.
Dribble's gonna be upset, but I don't know that I can do much for him on that.
Well, was gonna say the first recording. Did we at least get about 30 minutes? That's the.
Oh, I have no idea how long it is.
Oh.
I closed out the folder after I found it. I really shouldn't have done that because now I've got to find it again. There it is. About half hour. We've been going for another about 10 minutes. We're good enough. Gerbil doesn't like the episodes being too long. He gets upset. I did have one.
It's just because he has to listen to it like 3 or 4 times over to edit it.
All right, I did have one thing for like a jazz session question, but it was something kind of normal, and I'm gonna do it real quick just because I brought the car thing up and it has to do with that. What is you guys' dream cars? Like, if money was no object, what car would you buy? Like that kind of question. I just like to know these things. Dooms, do you know?
I mean, there's one car I really enjoy when I play the Crew 2 with you. You haven't seen me bust it out in a long time, but it's still one of my favorite cars. Is that Jeep Moab Sandstorm concept?
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, I really like that car actually.
All right, I can.
Looks at all.
I bought the American muscle car. The American car. Cheese. What's your dream car? If you could, any vehicle, no money, no object. Cheese.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know, man.
How do you not know? Do you not have a dream car?
I never really thought of that.
The fuck?
I mean,
I can name like.
how could you claim that he's your twin, but yet?
I know he's such a polar opposite. Like, god damn.
I know, right? Pretty bad.
You don't know shit about cars. You don't know shit about guns. God damn, son. All right. Well, I've got enough dream cars for the both of us. I would love a Porsche 911 Turbo, or a Porsche 917. I would also I would really like the Tesla Cybertruck. I think it's a beautiful concept, and that I would love to have one. I would actually,
that would be like me telling you a Lotus. All right, it just doesn't fit my character profile. But go on.
What doesn't fit the character profile? Me and a Cybertruck?
No, for me.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Motherfucker, you could not fit into a Lotus. All right.
No, I know I couldn't, but
like, not
like,
even your weight, your height.
Hypothetical dream, yes, I would love to own a Lotus.
Yeah.
But as far as practicality, I know that ain't gonna happen, so I'll settle for a Moab Sandstorm. So I'll settle for a Jeep Moab.
Oh, dude, do you remember Top Gear USA?
Not real well.
They did an episode once, I remember, where they had that 6-wheeled pickup. Like, not dually, but like actually had 2 sets of axles in the back. I'd like that. The one in Saudi Arabia. That'd be dope. That'd be a badass truck. Well, fuck.
I mean, it wasn't an armored personnel carrier, so.
All right, well then, you know what, Cheese? Since you can't answer that question, can you answer the a better question? How about this? One from Loki. If you could go anywhere in time, anywhere on the timeline, where would you go?
Oh, really? Anywhere on the timeline? Okay. All right.
Well, okay, I know what mine is, but I'll wait to say it.
Mine's kind of fucked up, so.
All right.
1976 in London.
Why?
That's when the Beatles played on top of the rooftop.
Okay. I can dig it. Dooms. Do you have one? I'll say mine if you want.
I kind of do, but you're probably just gonna shake your head, look at me, and go, "Are you for real right now?"
All right, go ahead.
Maybe about like 69, 79 AD, somewhere about around there, just so I could actually take a look at the Roman Colosseum in its full glory.
All right, I can't hate on that. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually not as weird as my answer. I would go to I would go to the autopsy room of JFK and figure out what the fuck actually happened to his brain.
So, you would want to be in the room when they're doing the examination. You wouldn't want to be like on the grassy knoll somewhere.
No, 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 no. Because that brain would prove if my theory is correct or not. And it's a theory that I did not come up with by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a theory I
Listen.
subscribe to. And that the president's assassination was no more than a workplace accident, that he was accidentally shot by the Secret Service member in the backseat of the Secret Service car behind them. But Oswald did fire the first 2 shots. Like, I do believe that, but I also believe that the third shot was an accidental fire from the Secret Service agent because there were multiple people on the ground that day that claimed to have smelled gunpowder at ground level. And you would not have smelled gunpowder at ground level. And honestly, if it was a different group of people, I wouldn't believe them. But these are Texans. All right? These are born and bred Texans saying they smelled gunpowder. If there's a group of people in this country that know more about guns than the Texans, I would like for you to try and contest that now. All right? But I don't think there is. Maybe the Alaskans, but there's not as many Alaskans as there are Texans, so we're going with Texans.
Maybe some Louisiana gun nuts.
Yeah, but they're right on the edge there with Texas. Like there's not as many of them. There's not as much land. Texas as a whole knows more about guns than most states. So, I almost started yelling, and I had to stop myself from yelling. Because there's no reason to yell. I would have been getting myself worked up with conspiracy theory, and that's why people call us crazy, is because we start yelling. But it's because nobody believes us when we're right. All right, like all right, I'm gonna calm down because I have plans on doing a whole episode or 3 about this. Exact
Or
thing.
3.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, got to give some backstory, got to give some explanation, you know, and
Okay.
still got to have time for some dick jokes, you know? That's just kind of how we roll, isn't it?
To an extent, yeah.
Before we
extent.
do leave, I got one more thing. Cheese has agreed to join Gerbil and I at a fucking improv class.
Indeed.
He might only do one. I don't know. I'm going to do at least one just because I think it'll be enjoyable. And like I told him, all it can do is make us more entertaining to listen to.
Yeah,
So I want to
definitely need that.
I want to thank anybody who made it this far. You earned another star. Keep earning those gold stars. One day, you might save the Mushroom Kingdom. All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to say before we peace out?
No, not much. Just you guys take care. I'll see you guys in about 10 days.
Well, you'll see us in about 10 days. You'll be out of the podcast
Yeah.
for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait, don't you have Discord on your phone?
yeah.
I
But do
do.
you have any idea how bad that sounds?
I mean, yes and yes.
Yeah. Depending on how
So-
things go, we might just record another episode tomorrow night or something if we have to. But
Maybe.
you know, either way,
we'll see.
thank you everybody for listening. You know, to like, subscribe, 5-star, 10-star, whatever the fucking best rating is. Please give it to us. Hail Satan and hail yourself. Good night.
Good night.
Adios.